This podcast offers you the opportunity to explore new perspectives through compelling interviews with beautiful human beings and words of wisdom and love. The show was created to guide and inspire you. If you are looking for more meaning in your day-to-day life, if you're looking to be wowed by everyday people, if you're on a journey to joy, peace of mind, freedom, or a wild new adventure, then honey, you're in the right place. Welcome to Turning Inward with Dr. Vivian.
Feeling the need for change is at the heart of your ability to make it happen. Welcome to Turning Inward. I'm Vivian Carrasco, your midwife, teacher, and host for this podcast. Together, you and I are going to navigate the interior life, and we're going to do that by unearthing our personal truth, our own insight, and our inner knowing. These are weekly teachings that are brought to you by hard-nosed scientific evidence. Focus on spiritual direction with integrity and self-awareness. In 2 words, this is your inner work. Hello, Cara. It's Vivian. I'm so excited to be chatting with you.
Oh, hello back. I'm really glad to be here.
Now, you just said before I started the recording, I'm an interesting lady, but I got to throw it back at you. You are a super interesting lady, too.
Well, thank you very much. I'm old. I haven't had a lot of time to figure that one out.
Well, and that's exactly why I want to talk to you, because I want to know what you figured out.
Well, I think the first share that I want to make, which was so crucial for me, I'm 83. Let me see how I want to get into this. I know. Okay, so Chris Brogan is someone you and I both know, and he was writing in his posts, and he said something about the word impact. And I thought, oh, I like that word. Didn't know he wrote a whole book about it, but I like the word impact. But I thought, wow, I don't think I have much impact. And so I emailed him, and I said, I don't think if I have any impact, it's very soft. And he wrote back, and he said, at 82, I'm surprised you have any impact, with a little smiley face. But then he said, what would you like to tackle for the next 30 years? And Vivian, I cried.
Oh.
Because what that meant for me, I'm going to do it again, was that I have stuff to give.
Definitely.
And, yeah, but when you get retired or you they're not your job anymore, you don't know who you are. So anyway, I got really busy, and it has been a real turnaround for me, that particular thing, to say, okay, what are you going to tackle for the next 30 years? I'm going for 114, but 30 is even beyond that, so we'll see.
I'm going for 107.
Oh, okay, that's good. Okay, well, all right, that's excellent. Well, and it's interesting because when I kind of came out here, I'll do 3 steps. Born in Kansas City, ended up in New York City doing a lot of holistic stuff, and then ended up in California doing more holistic stuff, including the Center for Spiritual Living, and then came back to Kansas City because my kids are here. So it's been like a culture shock to come back from both coasts, which were really exploring exciting places, and then find myself here. And because I did a bunch of old lady things like knee surgeries and what have you, my job my business as a content development coach went away. And I thought, wait, here I am. What am I doing? And so I had to move into some senior housing, and I'm a metaphysician. And I did not want to do that because what you see is what you believe, and what you think is what happens. And I'm surrounded with people who are doing aging the way we think aging's supposed to be done. And I am working at not having that be how I'm doing it.
That is delightful. I'm all about making our own rules about this life. That's exciting. Yes. Because honestly, my mother, who is a young, old soul, also said, we mentioned something about a community, and she said, are you kidding me? I wouldn't be there. They're all old.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Wasn't only reflecting on their physical age, she was reflecting on their mental habits. They're already old.
They're terrible. I'm sorry. Old people are really awful. Because they are given up, because they can't identify themselves except for the past, because they're not doing anything that looks forward. And I have actually, in this community, I have isolated myself, and my new tribe is online. I mean, you're part of it because I can reach out and talk to you. I talk to people in the Deeper Song community. I talk to people online that I'm kind of semi-working with. It's like, they keep me, they nourish me.
Awesome. Now, you said something that really piqued my interest, and I want to go back to it if you don't mind. You said, I was busy, and when I left my job, I didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Well, we spend our lives, who are you? Oh, I do this and so. And so I have been a lot of things, but the last thing I was a content development coach. Well, okay, I'm sitting here in my 80s. If I'm not a content development coach, who am I? So what happened then for me was I set up a new website, and I had to give up. I had CaraLumen.com. I had to let that one go because it was in the wrong platform. And I got on the Rainmaker site, and I began to redefine myself. And my blog has always been passionatelyonpurpose.com. And so I used that as my base. And then as I was exploring, I came across some special words. And Khalil Gibran wrote The Prophet, which I have read like 9 times or more. And I was rereading it. And in the last page, in the last chapter, he says, I shall return and you shall sing to me a deeper song. And I went, oh, what is that? I want to do that. I have no idea what that is. And so I began to work with that word, and I thought, I can't name this site Deeper Song. Nobody even knows what it is. I don't know what it is. But I began working with this. And then finally I said, okay, I'm going to form the Deeper Song community. And people are going to have to figure out what Deeper Song means to them and come be a part of this. So I began using it in my words and my phrasing and et cetera. And the big turning point for me was that for someone who's been a coach and a teacher and a tell people what to do person, I can't do that because I don't know what your deeper song is, and I don't know how to tell you how to sing it. I can only walk beside you in service and share what I'm figuring out and be a support person for you. So it totally changed how I relate with people. I can't tell them what to do. I can only walk beside them in service.
Have you found, as you transitioned, Cara, that people were still looking for you to tell them what to do instead of them doing the work of pulling it out, of sort of drawing it from within?
I have to think about that one because I don't put myself in that kind of position. Oh, let me think. I started to say I don't put myself in that kind of position, but in one sense. All right. I'm not telling people specific steps. I'm talking what I will term airy-fairy stuff. I call it the Deeper Song process. You have to look within yourself and get to know yourself. You and I are on the same page with this about self-awareness.
We definitely are.
Yeah, because if you don't understand yourself, if you don't know what you believe and what you want and your passion and your skills and your talents, you can't make an aligned choice. So it's not self-centered to think about yourself. It is absolutely has to be. It's vital that you understand yourself and what's going on for you.
Amen. I don't know what else to say to that, but amen.
To the choir, yeah.
And Cara,
go ahead.
No, I was going to say what you're modeling for us as we're listening to you is it's never too late.
Oh, no.
It's never too late to find your deeper song, to look for what it is you want. Right?
Yeah, and I tell you though, one of the things I've noticed is that not everyone wants to find that. The people that I'm connected with are all younger than I am. There is absolutely no one in this community of whatever, we've got a couple hundred people, no one that is on the same wavelength. And also, and I don't mean this to sound odd, but the smarter you are and the more focused you are in a particular area, the fewer people you're going to find to talk to about that.
That's a really good point. That's a very, very good point. And I think for the folks that are listening to us here, this is really a message that both you and I can drive home. Is if no one around you knows what you're talking about, tunes into where you are in your space, the best thing for you to do is find the few, 1, 2, 3, one person who connects with you and pulls you forward. Because tell me where I'm wrong, but would you say if you had just accepted that that you were going to be like everyone around you, would you be where you are now?
No, and I've never done that. Now, here's the other thing: you always have to be at the edge, at the edge of the crowd. I mean, I have to be. Not everybody does, Vivian. Not everyone does, and that's not the group that we're looking for. We're looking for the people who are willing to stand on the edge, who are, ready to go push their comfort zone a little bit and go exploring a little bit. And those same people are really beginning to know themselves and know what their passion is, and they're looking for it.
I had a question posed to me earlier that was, where do I get the motivation to move forward? And my answer was, you will move forward when you're ready, when the pain to stay where you are, and this is a quote from someone, when the pain to stay where you are is greater for you than the risk that it's going to take for you to go out on your own into that learning edge. Do you agree?
I do, and the other thing is to just take a small step. I'm into unfolding a lot, which is a really interesting way to live. It works when you're retired because you don't really have a big, schedule to go to. But I noticed that if you allow things to unfold and watch what shows up, and then take time to check out how you feel about what shows up, there are all sorts of opportunities that are being presented that will, help you move forward and just try them on for size. Also, a choice is not a commitment. It's just an option to go exploring. So a few steps.
Oh, my goodness. That is jewel right there. When you make a choice, I love that. When you make a choice, it's not a piece of glass, right?
No.
Because if it's a piece of glass, then it's going to break as soon as you try to change it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is this fluid movement towards what's bringing you forth.
Yep.
Genius. Now, the other thing that you said is when you allow your life to unfold, it shows you what's possible. In your experience, from what you've seen, has what's shown up been greater than what you imagined?
Oh, yes. Let me say, boy, you asked really good questions. Yes, I am doing the best work in my entire life. And it has to do with allowing myself to go follow where I'm being called. What these inner voices are saying, write this, talk about this, and I'm doing it. And I'm listening, and I'm not concerned about what anyone else is thinking about it. I'm just following this voice.
You are a mystic. You are insightful, because here's what I heard you say that so many people I think need to hear is that it's better. You can't make a bad choice, because when you allow the world, your life to open up to you, it gives you more than you even could have imagined. So I think that the people that you said that aren't ready are the ones that are looking for assurance, right? Guarantee me that this will work.
Mm-hmm.
No one can guarantee that anything will work, right? Right. And so you allowed it to show up. And then the other thing that you said that I want to just draw out is you don't care what other people think. How long did it take you to get to that point?
Well, I think I was born with it a little bit. I mean, I kind of do. I began to rebel when I was in high school, and I never did fit in. I mean, there was always the smart crowd and the party crowd, and I was kind of in between. And it didn't bother me. I do have a share along that line, though. Two aspects. One, I took a comparative religion class in senior year in college, and that opened my world to the fact that there were other things out there. But at some place along, also in college, I was at a party, and I was asked an ex-priest, and I said, if you believe that God is within you and you get in trouble, where do you go for help? And he said, you go within and pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Well, that led me to an entire life of being a rock, of being self-sufficient, of never looking to anyone else for help. Whether that's right or not, I don't know, but that sort of fit into where I've been.
Wow. And that happened when you were a teenager?
That was college. That was my senior year.
Oh, college.
That was long in college.
College.
Yeah. I began. Well, there was, yeah. So I kind of. So that's been a little on the lonely side because but also being a rock is people depend on you. And I didn't know I was a rock until I was in New York City, and a friend said, we're rocks. And I said, well, who do we get to help us? And she said, other rocks.
Aww.
So you kind of look for other rocks. So anyway, but this idea of...
Cara, what does a rock look like? Wait, what does a rock look like? Like when you're looking for someone, when you're the one doing all the helping, how do you find another rock?
They're probably out there helping too.
Ah.
They're not on the receiving end.
Fascinating.
I mean, I don't think.
Yeah.
You'll know them, and they, I'm not sure. I don't know that I'm a rock in every situation, but as a general persona, I'm a standalone person.
Yeah. That's
my choice. And again, I don't want to fit in. I don't want to be. I don't want to limit what I'm trying to do because of a norm or an expectation. That doesn't work for me.
Yeah. So you found that fitting in doesn't feel good for you.
No. Makes me antisocial, but I can't. But you see, on the other hand, I have a great conversation with someone like you. And I know that this is what you and I both need at this point in our lives, to have this kind of connection and talk philosophy and talk whatever, because it nourishes both of us.
Yes, and the other beauty about this, Cara, is that we're in a new world. We don't have to just, I adore my neighbors. I don't have, conversations like this with them, but they're not my people.
No, you're right.
And geography no longer limits who is fueling us, who's nurturing our spirit.
Yeah,
so this is sort of the new way, right? We're in this digital city together.
Well, I was so grateful because it's not here, and it's actually not in. I'm a vegan in cow country. I mean, this is, I really have to go out far afield and figure this one out. But I've got people in France and Australia and England, and these are people that I can connect with and talk to. And again, with Skype, we get to look at each other in the eye and talk to each other, which is way nurturing, very nurturing.
Yes, and when Skype doesn't work, we figure it out, like just today.
Yes, we do.
I can't let go of this opportunity. You and I have a mutual friend, a beautiful soul. His name is Mike Murphy. For anyone out there who's looking for technical and business stuff, Mike Murphy has the Unplugged podcast. It's mikemurphy.co. If you're looking for that, please go find him. He's one of the beautiful people, wouldn't you say, Cara?
He is. He is. And in fact, I was setting up for this Skype call that we didn't quite make happen, but he even made a little video tutorial for me to show me how to set up the preferences and stuff. I mean, he just does that in a whipstick. So, and he's, just go follow Mike.
well, here's the thing. We can't say go follow someone else because we're all forging our own path, right?
Yes, we are. And that's an interesting thing, too, because I'm such a writer, and I got books and stuff going, but I'm looking about how we walk along paths with each other. And so, for instance, we might be the explorer who goes ahead and leaves signs. We might be someone who just walks alongside someone and shines a light on their path. And we also don't walk forever along the same path, because we will walk beside someone for a while, and then we will all go off on our different directions.
Oh, Cara, you don't know how much I love that. And, I just said this morning, and it felt so true to my heart that I'm keeping it. I just said that the way that I walk beside you is as a midwife, a creative midwife helping you to give birth to the new life. We have to, so that's what I am. That's how I walk beside you. I help you give birth.
Lovely.
And it's a mutual relationship of respect and the beauty of the midwife. Now, it's not exclusive to women only. We love our wonderful, cool dudes, right? But
right.
the beauty of the role of the midwife is that at any point we could change roles.
Oh.
I help you and then you help me. There's no hierarchy to this role. It's exactly what you said. We're walking alongside each other, and I think that's different than what the world has taught us works for us. It's taught us to follow someone on a paved path, and honest to God, if that path is paved, I'm going to tell you that flowers don't grow there.
Even if you're rocks, right?
Right. Right.
And a puddle or two, right, yeah.
A puddle or two, a crack here and there. But, the paved path doesn't allow growth. And that's why we walk alongside you as you forge your own path. Yes. Tell us, Cara, can you believe we've been on the call 25 minutes? This is ridiculous. It's like time flying. I want to tell everyone how to find you, and so share with us where you live online and what you recommend that we do to sort of tap into your deeper song.
Perfect. I'm at passionatelyonpurpose.com, and you can join the Deeper Song community there. And what we are is a group of people who want to make a difference in the lives of others. And my work is about helping you be more self-aware. It talks about spiritual expansion, and it talks about impactful service. And I have blogs and podcasts and videos and ebooks and all sorts of good stuff. And a newsletter that comes out once a week that has the Deeper Song process. So I kind of support you in moving along with your Deeper Song. And I'd love to have people come play with me there.
That is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. So many jewels and so many insights from you. Do you have any other lessons learned that you want to share with us?
Oh, my eye just popped up. Yeah, the one thing I'm working with, I'm going to cry with this one. The one thing I'm working with right now is a quote from Rumi. And he says, live in the nowhere that you came from, even though you have an address here.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah. I don't know where nowhere is, but I'm working on it.
That's a good one. And I got to tell you, Rumi's one of my favorite mystics.
Yeah.
And I have never heard
yes,
that.
Lots of Rumi, yeah. You and I need to just talk offline a lot, too.
We're friends. We
are definitely friends. We are definitely friends.
We're guiding each other exactly the way that you said.
Yes. I really appreciate this opportunity. I'm glad you reached out, and I'm glad I reached out, and I'm glad we found each other.
And we made it work.
We did.
Wonderful.
Thank you for joining us today here on Turning Inward with Dr. Vivian. If the show moved the needle for you, please leave an honest review in iTunes. And also make sure you cruise on over to VivianCarrasco.com and join us for personal strategies and tips to help you move forward. Ciao, baby.